Hi, it's Marcus from Dadland's Gaming. So recently, my brother's been around our parents, started to clean out some items from the loft. So a few things from our childhood have been discovered. So you can have a watch to see what we've found. Right, I'll try to start with the first, what I would consider the newest item, I guess, out of all the things we found. It's probably from the 90s, maybe late 80s, I'm guessing. So it's Aliens, the board game. Now, we used to play that. My brother used to work in the game store in Middlesbrough. They were big on board games and obviously video games as well, and D&D and that kind of thing. So that's, great board game. I mean, inside, it's typical of us, really. It's all in really good condition, and inside, we've even bagged up all the flipping dice and characters in little bags, so everything keeps nice and neat and tidy. So really pleased to get that, and it's probably something I would still play to this day. Really, really good game. And that was in this, which I know the likes of Cinny, Steve and Paul, Mr. Bads will be interested. An ocean bag, which you can see on there. It's Find Ocean software at the computer shop and the game store. Like I say, it was obviously the game store in Middlesbrough my brother worked in. And there's Robocop on the other side. Just a real cool bit of nostalgia that. We used to have loads of stuff like this before, but just nowadays you'd be thinking, my god, we'll keep that. We used to bid everything like that. It's only a bag, but like now, it's an ocean bag. It's cool as anything. Let's pop that to one side. So this is a real blast from the past. This is my eldest brother used to collect this. It's called the Home Computer Advanced Course. There's 7 binders, and I think it is the complete thing. So as you can see, there's the binder. Can remember all these things used to be advertised on telly years ago, so you're probably looking at maybe early 80s for this. Try my best to show it. Inside there's just information on computing in general, programming. It's like an encyclopedia, really. Really interesting. There's 7 binders worth of that. It was, I mean, some of these things were pretty dirty. I had to clean them all up, but now they'll be in nice safe condition. So there's still a bit of dirt and some of the pages there, but I've done my best. So yeah, the Home Computer Course. I think I remember seeing the advert for this actually. I still remember that from the 80s, where you probably have to collect it for the next 8 years to get the full set.
The first issue of the Home Computer Course, I could actually program after that. I was amazed.
And for anyone starting out, it was ideal.
I found it 100% useful for myself because I didn't know the first thing about computers.
Not only instructive, but interesting.
Well, it took me right from the very basic steps up to where I could write my own programs.
Well, the Home Computer Course is much better than the manuals.
I don't want to be left behind.
Get your hands on the future with the Home Computer Course. It's back in newsagents now.
So, let's have a look. Board games that me and my twin brother, obviously we were the youngest out of the lads. We got these for Christmas. So this, we got classic Go for Broke, obviously in the 80s. It's all in really nice condition, the box in good nick and everything. Ford as it should be. And obviously inside you've got the thing that sits on the inside the board. All the money, you know, that kind of thing. And some minor little detail that made me laugh when I opened this up is Sign of the Times. So naive, we didn't know anything. So we got a little pot that we've been given by our parents, obviously, to play the dice on. So have a guess what the pot is. I'll show you now. It's actually a pot for laxative tablets. We didn't know. You say, oh, can we have a pot? There you go. Go and use that pot. Just have laxative tablets in it. Anyways, that's Go for Broke.
Go for Broke is a big money game with a difference. Instead of trying to make $1 million, you try to lose one. It's not as easy as you think. What happens if your number comes up at the casino? And you never know what might happen at the races, or how a market will fare at the stock exchange.
Oil shares are down. I've won.
Go for Broke from MB. You've got to lose $1 million to win.
And obviously anyone from our era who like Go for Broke would obviously want this one as well, and it was Game of Life. There's a bit slight scuffing on the front of the box there. It looks like maybe something stuck to the front or wore it off. But other than that, the box is in really nice condition still. And I remember seeing adverts for this as a kid, and it was just brilliant game. Obviously, I'll try my best to show this there. You can see the spinner, everything works well. In fact, a guy who I work with, messaged me when I've shown the picture on Twitter saying he still plays this with his kids now. So it's obviously clearly still a popular game. It has obviously all the bits and pieces inside, the money, the cards, the houses that go on the player board. Yeah, always a fun playing game. I think out of the two, I think I did prefer Game of Life over Go for Broke. But I think anybody that played Game of Life always wanted to Go for Broke as well.
Be a winner at the game of life. Find a job, have money, baby. Get married, have a baby. Take a chance, find romance. All your dreams may come true. Be a winner at the game of life.
So that was really good. So now things start getting a little bit older. I'm sure this one was my middle older brothers. And this is, let's just say what it's called, Repeat and Ricochet Tracer Racers, which supposedly glow in the dark. Now, I think this epitomises a box. The box is in mint condition, everything really good. It epitomises something where you see it, and you think, well, that looks amazing because of the box. Now, in theory, I don't think it was really as good as that. I remember, you basically put the gun down, I'll show you the gun. There's the gun. You put the gun down at an angle, so it was like that, an angle. Then you basically like, see, you then put one of these cars, which you can see here, go inside there. You'd load it inside, and then fire it down the barrel at this thing. You're trying to get points by getting it through the holes. That's seen better days, but probably easily repairable. There's one of the classic things where we never realised in them days, if you hold these fluorescent things up to lights, that kind of thing, it sort of charges them. It would have been an awful lot better, but we didn't know. We used to play it and think, underwhelming really, but it's still a total blast from the past seeing that. We used to play for this a little while, but Repeating Ricochet Tracer Racers by Palitoy. God knows what age that is, but I'm probably thinking, let me think, I would say that's probably early 70s maybe, or mid 70s.
Repeat and Ricochet Tracer Racers comes with what you see here. Assembly required. Launches 3 cars without reloading. Follow instructions to race.
First one to get all 3 cars through wins.
Ricochet Racers on target.
Yeah!
1 car through, you can make it 2. Only 3 cars through will really do.
I won! How about an eye race?
1 car through, you can make it 2. Only 3 cars through will really do.
Got it!
Repeat and Ricochet Tracer Racers. Glows in the dark. Other launcher and cars sold separately.
I would say, because it being my older brother. Next thing, absolutely classic. And I thought it was funny actually seeing this, because just a couple of days ago I watched Danester's little 1 minute video of his Loft, and I saw one of these and I commented at the time saying, oh my god, we used to have one of them, and it's Race and Chase, which is all boxed in nice condition. Race and Chase. So let's have a look at some of the bits in it. Oh my god, we used to play this for hours. This is by Matchbox. And again, I can't remember what year. These will be, I'm guessing, probably early 80s, but inside it's good because you've still got all the instructions and everything. I mean, there's the 2 cars. One was a Corvette, one was a police car. We never ever wanted to use a Corvette. We always thought the police car, even though they're probably exactly the same car underneath, we used to think the police car used to do U-turns better. Like I say, it probably didn't, but we used to think it did. And there's one of the controllers. Obviously, you used to make a drive and then you'd hit the top, I had to do a U-turn. At the time, it was just amazing. And we never knew, we never knew when we were little that obviously a track, just through being up in the loft, it wouldn't perform great. It used to take hours and hours of playing for it to get going on the track properly. A bit of why you will nowadays, probably sorted in seconds, but we didn't know that. I mean, the key part of Race and Chase was always the jump. You've got the jump first, you do a big jump and obviously trap your mate behind it. Absolutely brilliant game. And this was another one. Hours and hours of joy playing with this one. Tremendous game, this one. So let me shove that one out of the way.
Matchbox announced the nearest thing yet to the thrills of a real-life car chase. Matchbox Race and Chase. It's the only slot car set that lets you U-turn, like real cars. You can jump. You can race. And you can actually control those U-turns. Matchbox Race and Chase, the first car chase that's safe.
So what have we got next? I mean the next one. Just let me shove this at the side. The next one is Proper Road. I don't know what age this one is. I'd have to do a bit of research, which I obviously haven't done because I'm lazy. Well, this is my eldest brother's. It's called Johnny Hotshot. Box is well battered on this one. Bit ripped off the top, but Johnny Hotshot. I mean, it shows how old it was. When you look who's endorsing it, it's Gordon Banks on the front there, look. And then on the back there, a little cartoon strip. Oh, God. Even though it was my eldest brother's, me and my twin brother were obsessed with football when we were kids. And we've played this for hours and hours and hours. Let me try and get it out. Can we have a look? So I'll shove that over there. And there's Johnny Hotshot in the box. But I mean, they don't make toys like this anymore. Look at him. Looks like Crichton. But basically, you put the ball in there, and just hit him on the head, and it does work. It's just because I've got the way I've got it now. You can see it there. Hit him on the head. He used to kick the ball. Obviously, came with. I'm surprised the goals lasted as well as it has. You know what we like as kids? We weren't gentle with stuff. And that's you had the goalkeeper, which obviously has been repaired. Electricians taking some wire in there. But what you basically do is one of you would take turns in goal, and the other one would be Johnny Hotshot. And that naturally just came with a load of footballs. But we used to play this for hours and hours. Because obviously, like I've said before, I had a twin brother, so we used to do everything together. And we just take turns. One of them being Johnny Hotshot, one of them being the keeper. Absolutely superb. I don't know whether they make anything like that nowadays. They're probably not popular nowadays with video games, but Johnny Hotshot, absolutely classic blast from the past that one was. So finally, we got what me and my brother were into for a number of years was Subutio, like most lads. We obviously liked our Ataris, our Spectrum and that, but we loved our Subutio. I mean, look at this. It's even in our old drawer that we used to have in our bedroom. And look at the clip of that. Probably ancient, like 80s pseudo wood drawer, you know what I mean? Let's get the bits and pieces out inside it. So we've got a Subutio bag with one pitch, normal pitch. What I will say first is, we used to have this setup. We lived in a 3-bedroom terrace council house, not very big, and I obviously shared a bedroom with my twin and my older brother, so 3 of us in the bedroom. It was absolutely cramped. I mean, it was great. We had a great childhood, but it was cramped. So one day we wanted to get a Subutio set up, because when you see what we've got some nice bits and pieces in there. So our mum and dad being helpful, saying, why don't you use that old table from behind the shed? It'd been behind the shed for years. We didn't know any different. So we got a big piece of board, glued the pitch down, nailed all the fence around the side. It was a great setup for our Subutio, you know what I mean? Always there. I mean, you had to climb around the beds. You couldn't move in the bedroom for it, but then put it down, played it, thought nothing of it, and oh my God, for the next 3 months, the bedroom was just infested with earwigs. Oh my God, it was torturous. As a kid, find them in your bed. You go to sleep at night, covering your ears, hoping one's not going to burrow into your brain. I mean, when you look back now, it's hilarious. But what was going to happen? It was damp wood being introduced into a warm bedroom, but we didn't know. Put it in there, and we just put up with it for ages. So anyway, there's another boxed pitch. And now our local toy shop when we were kids was called Roma Parish. Most of these still got the price tags on. So this one was $5.99 for that pitch. I used to love the fact that all the other things you could order on the back as well. And then we've got in the front there, looks like Ian Rush, Glenn Hoddle, Graham Souness in the background. Good times. And obviously you need the rule book, don't you? 40 pence. Did we ever read it? Maybe it's a bit. I don't think we ever read it properly. I mean, if I read it now, I'd probably understand. As a kid, we just played what we thought was our version of Subutio. You need a cloth, cleaning cloth, clean your pitch. Let's have a look. We only had 4 teams. What have we got? We've got England second. We have Belgium. We also had a Europe and a South American thing going on. So there was the European teams. Then we had the South American teams. All the teams were £2.75. Then we had Uruguay. And who wouldn't, as a kid, want them? Brazil. Absolute class. Even managed to keep the fence around, which is £2.45 in the box as well. And now what have we got next? We have outside broadcast unit. Like you say, we had all these around the pitch on our board. It looked really good in amongst the earwigs. And we have, what's that one? That is just stadium services. So it looks like ball boys, photographers, and police. There's even someone on a police horse. Next up, just a spare Subutio bag. Oh, I mean, look at this. An Adidas box. They used to have a size 9 Sabre. That's not what's in it. It's just to keep it safe and secure. So I used to love these goals. So when you used to, a good flick of the ball, get right in the top corner, you used to like bounce right out because it was a square goal. And obviously we still got the box for that as well. Oh, we used to play this for hours. I used to love it. Obsessed with football we were. And I've got another little box. This has lots of other bits and pieces in basically, so let me shove them teams out the way. And that's just it just shows what we like as kids. Like, and you can see from our collection how it's held up over the years. So we've got I'd opened these and still kept them, put them back in the packet. So this, you've got goalkeepers. Obviously, put the ball in and you could flick it and do a goal kick. Well, you didn't need it. We just wanted everything that was Subutio related. Got some Adidas Tangos. I'm probably showing my age now, but that was, in my opinion, best football ever made. Adidas Tango. I mean, we once had an Adidas Tango when we were kids, when no other kids had them. That's one thing our mum and dad used to make sure we had the best footy kit. Referee and linesman. Did I show them orange footballs? I probably did. And what we've got there now, we've got I don't know what type of balls they were. I'm sure I'd known as a kid what type of balls they were. I know it doesn't need some footballers warming up, because that makes your Subutio experience even better, doesn't it? Then we've got another set of them. Ball boys and the manager, it looks like, as well, sitting on the bench. We have someone to take throwing. Again, you didn't need to do that, but you used to put the ball and just flick it. You take a throw in with them. Oh, these have fell out of the packet. Again, something just totally cosmetic, really. But these are I don't want to squash them down. These are throwing goalkeepers. So it's basically just a goalkeeper with a ball in the hand to pretend to throw the ball out. We didn't need them, but again, we wanted everything that was Subutio related. Some flags. Finally, there some Arriva footballs. I now remember them. Arriva footballs have been a big thing at the time. So all the other bits and pieces. Now, the final little thing, there's nothing terribly important, but just it was sign of the times. Nowadays, emails and get information in a second. But when we were kids, you had to send letters to every company to get anything, and we always used to do this. We used to do it with like Ocean, Imagine, all the video game companies. You used to get loads of stuff from them. But we obviously wrote to Waddington Games in Leeds for a Subutio catalogue, which we've still got in the envelope. So that comes with a membership form, price list, which I thought was quite good. Price list there. Some of the prices. Let's have a look. Teams, complete team £2.75. World Cup squad £3.99. I thought it was quite interesting, the price. But this, I love this. I mean, looking through this now, pure nostalgia. It's an actual brochure. So on your front there, you've got Barry Venison and Graham Sharp. And when you're looking there now, I love stuff like this. And we would sit for absolutely hours and hours just pouring through this, deciding the things we want for Christmas, birthdays, that kind of thing. As you would with other catalogues, but look at, I mean, brilliant. I'm finding that old Subutio brochure as well.
Subutio, professional football at your fingertips.
That's the stuff from Mum and Dad's Loft. Well, obviously, nowadays, I'm going to keep the Aliens board game and the computer manuals, and the rest of it's probably going to my brother, because he'll look after them just as well as I do. So I hope you've enjoyed looking through some of the stuff that we found in our parents' loft. I mean, I'm just looking around it now, total bringing so many memories back when we used to play with all these things. So anyway, we'll see you next time.